But
1,000
all right,
years of darkness.
all right. We invited her to speak. She
I've
has to.
invited Debbie to speak. Debbie just has to hit the button.
All right, guys. So
Yeah,
we're gonna do this a
That's
little bit
it, Debbie,
differently.
and you should be able to come up.
We're gonna do this a little differently than usual. I know sometimes it's a bit of a mess and everyone kind of just does whatever, but to
Let's
yeah,
go, Queen. Okay.
everyone needs to mute their mic.
Hmm.
to,
That's
to
what needs to
maximize
happen.
everything, we're gonna let
Yeah.
Debbie come on. We'll give her an introduction, and then Mark and her can say some opening remarks, and then
And then we'll introduce ourselves.
yes, and then everyone who's in here right now are some of our higher ups in the server, and they can ask questions first. So everyone, welcome Debbie Derryberry, voice of Jimmy Neutron.
Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here.
Hi, Debi Derryberry.
Hello, Dad.
How are you?
You know, I'm
Hey,
pretty
Jimbo, what's poppin'?
Shout out.
good. Mom's making some pie, Dad, right now, but I just got him out of my lab. Been working.
Yeah, well, you should probably stay out of there. It's beneath the surface of the ground. God knows what's hiding down there, son.
There's no COVID, Dad.
Right, we're in the COVID bunker.
Well,
I've been
Right.
thinking.
No COVID underground. I invented the anti-COVID 7000.
well, this now marks the third Neutron and the final Neutron on the server. We had Megan on here a couple months ago, and now we have Debbie to round up the entirety of the trio. So, Debbie, you want to say anything to
The
start us
nuclear
off?
family.
Yeah.
As it were. It is so. Look at all your fans. This is amazing. Look at all these wonderful people here.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, there's something
Thanks
wrong
for
with
showing
us.
it to me. It's a great thing.
Debbie, you were the face of one of the most influential shows of animation in the last 20 years. Your movie was one of the very first ones that was nominated for Best Animated Feature. That was you voicing the main character in that very movie. Like, Debbie, you are such a significant people for so many people's lives.
You know, it's so lovely to hear that. It's an honor. It truly is an honor. And you never know when that kind of thing's going to come your way, but I don't take it lightly.
It's oh my god, I can't even believe I'm speaking to you right now.
I was at Comic-Con in December with Debbie, and every time I walked past her booth, there was a line like people waiting to get into Lourdes. She was
Ah,
she was so popular, and she came by our Bafa booth and did a really funny song, which is now finally edited. I will send it to you. Um, you are the queen of the Comic-Con.
yay. You know, and that was a pretty good Comic Con. Here's what I loved about it. First, I loved that everybody had to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
All your listeners are vaccinated. And um, everybody was really well behaved. And you're right, there were a lot of people coming by my table. And it's just so weird after not being around people for so long to actually see people in person, right?
I know it was so nice just to see people. And if you're going to watch people, you either go to the airport or a Comic-Con for maximum enjoyment. And I would argue Comic-Con is the best people watching on the
Yes.
planet.
They wear better clothes.
They do, and they're not even all people. You got aliens, you got animals. It's a lot of variety, which I really enjoy.
We had a Santa Panda join us at the Bafa booth at
We had a
Comic-Con.
Santa Panda. We had some cosplayers. We had Fred Tatasciore as the Hulk sang Boffo a love song. It was
That was so.
it was quite a fun weekend.
That was my favorite part.
Oh my
So
god.
if you have any people on here from Philadelphia, I'm gonna be in at I'm gonna try and say it right. Kai K Con, Ken K Con, something like that in Philly on March 26th. So I could see you guys there, and I have all of you guys who are on my TikTok as followers. I'm really just what a year it's been. You know, the whole COVID, and I got 1 million followers on TikTok. I love you guys. Thanks.
So, Deb, that is such an amazing accomplishment because I'm sure maybe before this, people didn't realize what an accomplished musician you are. You know, they know you for your voice work, but I'm sure your music is a big part of the TikTok, and 1 million people that's mind bending.
You know what's interesting is music isn't a big part of the TikTok. It's like how I do
Seriously?
cartoon voices, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna start doing more of my songs, and so many of my songs are kid songs. But I thought that I would, start singing along with my music and putting it on TikTok, all my kid songs. Hopefully people will like it. But yeah, I'm taking actually a webinar day after tomorrow to figure out how to do that.
Oh, that's great. Because the music is really, really, really great. Any Honey Pig stuff or just
Oh yeah,
cartoon?
Honey Pig. We are actually getting ready to release a new single by Honey Pig. I haven't quite released it yet, but it's ready to go. Just finished mastering it, and we're gonna figure out how to put that on TikTok as well.
Why
So
don't you make a music video?
well, there's a few things you can do. You can do a lyric video or a music video, or go on Apple Music and just like show one still picture. There's just so many ways of doing it, and we certainly could do a music video. If Joe would come and film it for us, I think we'd be good.
I'd love to.
I'll come and film it for you.
Oh,
Joe,
will you?
would you be able
Step
to?
off,
Joe,
Mark.
seriously, I would love
Step
to help
off,
you.
Mark. You're stealing my job.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. Mark,
And
you're
soon he'll be snatching your wig. Oh,
you're stealing a prime employment opportunity from the youngster. You gotta give some opportunity for the younger generation.
Mark,
You know.
Mark. When I
That's a
came
good
out to
point.
LA,
exactly. There are lots of people in the womb who wants your job.
Mark, when I came out to LA, do you think I came out to see you, or do you think I came out because I knew Debi and Derryberry was going to be at the booth right behind
No,
us?
you know I was 1 degree from Debbie Derryberry. I'm like a ladder, Joe. I'm a stepping stone.
We just
What's your bacon number again?
I'm the gutter you step out of to talk to Debbie. But I'm happy with it. I'm cool with it. I understand.
Someone's got to be the gutter.
My
It just happened to be
wheelchair
you.
ramp.
Right. Yeah. You
You know,
use me
Mark-
to meet Debbie. You use me to meet Megan. I get your drift.
Mark's a lot funnier, a lot more clever, and he has a lot more to say than me. Let's see. New audio device detected.
Don't
how do I
switch.
do it,
Hit
Joe?
don't switch.
Don't switch.
Don't switch. Okay, I did it. Thank you.
And you're still
Yeah,
here.
let's make a funny music video.
Yeah.
Funny.
Is it a funny song? What's the song about? Can you tell us?
No, you are so my man. You know, it's kind of like a fun love song, but we could do a just a Debbie Derryberry kids song, and maybe do one of each.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. I mean, you know, if
Okay,
I'm either
that's the whole
busy or I
thing.
have nothing to do. So I'd be happy to help you.
It sounds
You know
about
what I
right.
mean? Yeah, there's no in
Let's do
between.
it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's nice to know that can happen. And I just got a new gray screen, and we have a whole, front
Hell
yard,
yeah.
backyard. We can do everything right here.
Sweet.
Oh, we can-
I promise you a very good edit
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it as well. I could edit it for you for whatever.
Joe does a good job with that. I just saw, there's been all this press about George Harrison and the Beatles on the web, and I saw a video for Crackerbox Palace that Eric Idle directed for George Harrison from like 1981 or 82 or something like that, and it's so bad, but it's really trippy and really funny.
Awesome. You see the things you can do?
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let your creative juices run wild, and we'll do it. 'Cause, yeah, there's some time to kill.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
know,
don't
right?
have-
I mean,
I don't have a lot to do today.
me neither.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
today I was
What did
busy
you do
earlier.
today? I want to hear what you did today, Mark.
I had to make a vision board for this new animated series that I wrote.
Ooh.
And you haven't even told me about it?
It's called.
I'm under NDA. I can't say anything more than that.
I was gonna say NDA. I would assume.
Right.
That's
So-
very exciting.
That
It
is.
was. I mean, I wish I could draw. I just had to go pick a bunch of pictures off the internet to kind of represent whatever. But it beats working.
Yep. What else? That's all you did today? That's all?
Well, and we're fixing to launch the Bafo channel sometime this month. I'm making that official announcement here to my loyal gang on YouTube. We've got a big backlog of videos, and we're just figuring out the best way to do it.
Awesome.
Awesome. Sounds
So
fantastic.
it's a lot of production. A lot of
Sounds
production
amazing.
stuff going on.
It has been, which I find a kind of a grueling grind, but someone's got to do it. And since I have plenty of time on my hands now, I'm doing it.
You want to know what I did today?
Yes.
Okay, so I start at the beginning?
At the very, very beginning, from the when you wake up and open your eyes.
Okay. I put on my suit and went for a swim, like we
Okay.
do every day. And it was cold outside, but the pool was warm. Yeah. Then we had breakfast. Then I walked the dogs, and it was my turn to pick up the poop today. So I picked up dog poop. Yep. And I had 4 or 5 auditions and a student, and then Yeah, lunch, and then you. Yep. There you go.
But what was
That
for
sounds
lunch?
like a well-earned day of enjoyment.
And now there's still more hours in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's only
And
4 o'clock
will,
by you guys.
yeah, it's only 4 o'clock. It's only
Wish
like
I
two
could
more
go.
hours till I can have dinner and sit down and watch screeners.
We watched Licorice Pizza last night.
Oh, that's on my list. Did you like it?
I did. Did you grow up here? Or did you grow up somewhere else?
Here.
You'll love it then, because it's all about like mid '70s LA, Encino, and it's you know what? I woke up thinking about it again this morning. So for me, that's a good movie if it sticks with you. You know?
Is this just a remake of the old Licorice Pizza?
No, I don't. Oh, I don't think so. You're thinking of
What's-
the Julia Roberts Mystic Pizza.
Yeah,
This is totally different.
Mystic Pizza.
It's completely different.
Right, right.
It's not a remake
Got
of
it.
anything.
No,
I'm
it's
thinking
Paul
Mystic
Thomas
Pizza,
Anderson.
Licorice.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
very LA, very '70s. You know, very funny,
Okay,
very
okay.
weird film. You'll dig it.
What about? Did you see the West Side Story yet?
That literally is the other one in my hand as we speak. So
Is it? We watched it. Yeah, it was the female, the Maria, when she opens her mouth to sing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what a voice! What a voice! Beauty.
Well, and I'm sure that the choreography looks. I mean, I'm not a big musical guy, but you know, look at what Spielberg did with that landing sequence in Saving Private Ryan. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure his camera's moving all over the place. It's almost so. We're probably going to watch it tonight. Except
Oh, good.
we
You'll
have to
like
watch it on
It's
the
fabulous.
computer. No one's got a. I don't have a DVD player anymore. Who's got a DVD player?
Me?
Oh,
I
you
have
gotta
Blu-ray
hang on to
players
that.
still.
All I do is collect
do.
DVDs.
Didn't they just they just released the complete Jimmy Neutron DVD set, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like within the last month or so.
I should have brought that with
Anybody
me.
buy it?
Of course.
Unlike Paramount Plus, that
Yeah,
actually
my
has all the
I
copy.
am
episodes.
poor, thus I cannot afford
I
the
sh-
DVD set.
I should have brought it to
Here's what
LA
we
and had
did.
you guys all sign it.
Mark,
What?
when you can go on your computer and
Mhm.
start watching it, but then go to AirPlay and screencast it onto your TV. That's what we
Oh
did.
no, I tried that, and as soon as you do that, it blanks out the screen. I think
Mm.
it must be something with the
That's
digital rights management.
yeah, fucking DRM. The worst fucking
DRM,
thing.
fucking DRM.
You heard
So
it
I
here
think I'm
first.
just gonna go get a
Right.
new DVD player.
I think that's a smart move.
For this one thing.
Right, just one tiny thing. Go spend a few $100s to get one.
Right.
Start collecting DVDs again. You'll have a purpose.
Well,
In my
that's.
opinion,
You hear that, Mark? You can have a purpose.
I'm looking for
Something to
it.
do during your
Purpose in life,
day.
Mark. You'll finally have
to
one.
be to be honest, collecting DVD is good because you keep the content that you love, and you don't have to rely on streaming services.
True, but I mean, don't you think? I mean, what's 10 years from now going to look like?
The-
I think you'll be able to think of something and it'll pop up in front of your
They'll
face.
beam it right into your head.
Yeah.
You'll have
You,
like
I don't know what
will
you
have
guys are
you'll
talking
have
about.
X-ray vision to be able to think of like Google Glass except good.
Right.
hologram from your iWatch, Apple Watch.
I have been watching the Neutron episodes on Paramount Plus, and you forget what a funny show that is. It's
Yes.
everybody in it is just so perfect and so funny.
And it's so well written, right? The music is
Yeah.
great.
Definitely.
It doesn't age, you know.
Not at all.
I think it's still a great show. I mean, look at all these fabulous people here on your Discord. That is a testament to what a great show it is. I agree. It's a great show.
Which kind of brings us
Well,
to
and
the
I'm
first question.
assuming most of the people on this Discord weren't even born when the movie came out.
Yeah, they weren't even a twinkle in their dad's eye. Joe, did you say you're going to ask me questions?
I am.
Do it.
Actually, Mark, I do want to ask this first. Did I ever tell you my birthday was July 20th, 2002? I was born literally a few hours before the TV show premiered. So funny how
That
came.
is why we were destined to meet, Joe.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying for the last year and a half.
We premiered on July 20th,
July 20th, 2002.
anniversary of the moon landing. What a great day to premiere.
What a great day to
I
be
was
born.
Yo, I'm
the day
older
of the
than you?
South Park movie's release.
The movie was like December of '01. I wasn't born for that, but I was born to see. Well, I didn't see anything at that point, but Pants Attacks was
No.
premiered that day, and Now it's kind of like my spirit
Joe,
animal of a
how
show.
am I older than you?
The hell if I know.
When pants
You were born
attack.
first. Oh, that was a great one. That's one of my headshots on Streamily, the When Pants Attack. Maybe they're sold out. God, that was such good animation. So funny.
It was so good. I hope
And it was
comes
at the
back.
time, it was the only CGI show on the air, I believe, wasn't it?
I think
was.
you're
Of that
absolutely
quality,
right.
at least.
Yeah.
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 If
And
they
with
ever do
consumer
another
bought
one.
technology too, which is even crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first question, we're gonna go in the order that I'm looking at of all of our higher ups in the chat right now. I just want to start off, Debbie.
Joe, you need a better name than higher ups. I think it's got to be Supreme Council or
They're
yeah,
labeled
Bread
as.
Pack.
We also don't want to come off as too
How about
elitist.
the
We
Pie
want
Gang?
how about
We're-
Coven of Clowns?
We're all
Worthy
in as.
beings.
Yes,
Pie
I
Gang
would
sounds pretty
fucking
cool.
love that. I would just die.
You need a better name.
The
Your
order-
higher up sounds
How about
elitist.
Hugh's disciples?
Hughes,
Eggbots.
How about the Hugheites?
Eggbots is. I think
Hugh-
Eggbots is funny.
Hugh's homies.
Duckbots. How about
Duckbots.
ducklings?
Hugh homies, don't
Yes,
don't
I
boys
would
to the
love
Lord.
that.
Right?
we got the
Are you
Yokians.
kidding me? Oh
The
my
Pie
God,
Pals.
That's adorable.
The Pie Pals.
Pie Pals. Oh, that's good.
Pie pals.
All right.
Yes, I would love
I actually have a
roll
nice
Pie
Apple
Pals.
iPad.
All right. Pie Pals first.
Taters.
Debbie, did you ever play? Guys, just quickly, the way we're gonna go through this is the order I'm looking at is me, Al, Wingsy, Ricky, Shadow, Sir, Luigi, Mr. Fox, Nostalgia Boy, Duck, and Casanova. So we're gonna go in that order, and then once we're through with these questions, we'll ask the audience to chime in. So in the meantime, I ask that you, everyone not asking the questions, does keep their mic off. So Debbie, did you ever end up playing any of the Jimmy Neutron video games?
No. I don't think I've played a video game in my life. I played one with my kid when he was just learning the computer, and I thought, oh, how cute he's playing on the computer. Let's encourage that behavior. No, I don't know what time in the world I would have had to do that. I mean, I don't think everybody realizes voice artists, like, we work auditioning and working on our careers all day. But no, I haven't played any of the video games that I've done. My son tried to get me to play. No, he didn't. No, sorry. I wish I had. You guys look like you have so much fun doing it.
Who is your son?
What?
River, my buddy, my son River. He's 1 year younger than you.
Who's ginormous now?
Yes, my boy, my smarty pants boy.
Debbie, I'll have to send you some sort of footage or just stuff to look over. There was one game called Attack of the Twonkies, which I don't know if you remember the episode. It was completely based off of that one. It's very well made. It's been recently actually hitting a lot of new videos on a bunch of popular YouTube channels, and it's
Oh, I want that. Will you send me a clip?
absolutely. I'll email you
I
some
want
after
that.
that.
We love you to spread it. Like NitroRad does it. We've actually been trying to get him on. He's actually been responsible for doing an entire overview of all the Jimmy Neutron video games, the original movie game versus Negatron, the Jet Fusion game, and the Twonkies game, as well as all the GBA games he's been doing.
Wow.
He's been doing all of them, and he's like one of the guys that we'd love to have on. I think he would feel so honored if you guys did whatever you can to be a part of him, potentially.
Can I post little videos like that on my TikTok?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yes, you can.
I'll
You can post videos about that
Only
as
if you
well
want
as
a
one.
million people to see them.
Indeed, I want to say congratulations, Debbie, for reaching that milestone.
Do they
Thank
send
you,
you a
thank you.
plaque, Deb? Do they acknowledge it in any way?
No, I get no acknowledgement other than my own personal bragging posts.
That's a hell of a
No.
post to
We'll
make,
give you the
though.
acknowledgement that
No.
TikTok doesn't want to. We'll give you the acknowledgement because Debbie, you deserve it for everything you've done.
Exactly.
Guys,
You are
you make me-
literally like one of our living treasures, man.
Man, you guys make me so happy. My head is like exploding with all these compliments.
Well,
Thank you.
When you're Jimmy Neutron, you tend to have a big head.
Good one.
Good one, Joe.
Thank you. I try.
You know what you should do, Debbie? You should ask everyone to send you $1. Then you go to Vegas and you put it all on black, and if you win, you distribute the proceeds.
$10 million.
And if we lose, it goes to the Las Vegas County government.
Yeah.
Like a Vegas
Clark County
Patreon.
government.
Mm-hmm.
Help Debbie's Vegas trip.
Hell yeah.
Right. Someone's got to pay for her tomahawk steak.
Ooh.
This is a better
Yeah.
usage of your tax dollars, everybody.
Thanks for that.
Alfredo,
Hey,
Uncle
yeah.
Al, we
I would give you money, but I have none.
Gotcha. Yeah, me too.
Uncle Al, are you still with
Hey,
us?
twins.
Okay,
Yes, I
next
am.
question.
Hello.
All right, next question is going to be from Uncle Al.
What's up, Al?
Hey, how's it going, Mark? How's it going, Debbie?
Hey, Al, nice to hear ya.
Yeah. It's nice to be here chatting with you guys today. So something I've been wondering about is how did you guys get involved with the Jimmy Neutron show initially? How did that all begin?
Well, as a voice artist, your agent sends on auditions, and that was back in the day when we actually went to studios, and they never tell you what they intend to do with it. So just go audition for Johnny Quasar, Debbie. That's what it was called back then. And so I show up at, I think it was Bell Studios in Hollywood, and I looked at the sign-in list, and it had all the regulars, Nancy Cartwright and E.G. Daly, and this was before Tara got here, and it was, I don't know, some other normal people, Chris Kavanaugh, whatever. And I thought, well, all those girls have like a texture, or like a gravel in their voice, kind of textury. I don't have that. And I thought, well, I'll just give it my best shot. And I was no good at doing little boy voices then. I was like doing little girl voices. So I thought, I'll give it my best shot. And they did. And John Davis, the director, picked me to be Johnny Quasar. So then they wanted us to do these little interstitials, which are like little 7-minute shows. Kind of like when The Simpsons started, they were on this show called The Tracy Ullman Show. And they were just little bitty shows, and they sent me the VHS, yes, little VHS of them, and I played them, and I thought, these are really good. I think this could go somewhere. And the next thing I knew, they said, guess what? We're gonna do a feature. And it was just a snowball from there. You know what I mean? Is that how it worked for you, Mark?
I forgot about those shorts, but yeah, I think so. I had done. I knew Paul from a pilot that we had done in the past, and they called me in. They said that the kid was really he's a genius. He's super smart. And I saw the sign-in list too. It's all the same names that you always see. And I figured, all right, if this kid's super smart, everyone's going to think that the dad would be super smart. What if he was a complete idiot? Cut against the grain a little bit and have the mother be the smart person that keeps everything together, and not just ditzy, but just like he took too much acid in college, I think. And probably that's why Jimmy, it's a mutation that you're so smart, but Hugh got the short end of the stick after that.
He
is how I thought of it. For your benefit.
Thank you. That is a great way of going into the audition. And then how did you find out you got it?
Oh, I don't remember. I think they were laughing when I was in there. That's always a good sign. But not always. Sometimes they laugh and they're laughing. You find out later they were laughing at you.
Yeah. Were you at Bell Sound?
Probably, yeah. That's on like Seward down by Melrose.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, where they have the little valet guy that takes your car from you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you?
Yeah. I wonder if we
those
saw each other there.
I doubt it. I don't think I saw anybody.
Didn't you say you recorded with Megan when you read your lines?
I heard they were looking for a wife too, so maybe I brought her in with me, and we did it together.
Oh, how brilliant!
Because we had been doing some Second City stuff together at that point, and it's always better to read with an actor than with whoever you're reading with. Even though our vocal director Ginny McSwain was hilarious and wonderful, it's you get a lot more energy from another performer. I always find.
Totally, you do. I love Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Jin.
She's funny.
If we come back, I want Ginny to direct.
Hell yes. Yeah.
Okay, next question.
All right, Al, do you have anything else you want to ask?
I think that was about it. Oh, I did remember about this, Mark. I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm recently. I saw you were in one of the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You remember doing that?
I do. We shot it at Staples Center, and this particular episode, I'm playing Shaq's manager, his agent, and
Yeah.
Shaq sticks out his leg, or no, Larry David sticks out his leg, and Shaq trips over it and sprains his ankle, and he's going to be out of the game for a while. So I'm at the hospital when Larry shows up with all these Seinfeld VHS tapes, and the cool thing about that was I got to hang out with Shaq for the day, and I watched him. Every time we had a break, he would sneak off to a different part of the Staples Center, find a red coat, an usher, and just tell them thank you. And he did it. He didn't. It's not like, hey, I'm going to go talk to the little people now. He literally snuck away, and I watched him do it 4 or 5 times. He would just bend over, and he'd be talking to him in the corner, and you could tell that the usher was thrilled to have a minute with Shaq, and then they'd call him back to the set. And that, I don't really follow basketball, but that made me love Shaq.
That's awesome.
Whether you follow basketball or not, Shaq's a very, very big individual. In fact, he even went to the Lakers partially. Well, he left the Magic, but he went to the Lakers because of also his movie career, which he still takes a very big part. Yep, he's still in them.
Yeah,
you
and
could
you know what?
say.
Go ahead.
You could say he's a gentle giant.
You could. One of his sneakers was on the ground, and I was sitting in a chair, and I took his sneaker. I put the heel of the sneaker against my hip and laid it over my thigh, and the tip of the sneaker extended past my knee.
Holy shit.
I'm 6 feet tall. That's his shoe. His shoe is longer than my thigh.
Oh my god.
The only person that made him feel small was Yao Ming.
Yeah, but Yao Ming probably weighed half of what he weighed. Yeah, Debbie would be.
Yeah, that's true. Shaq.
Debbie.
One time, Honey Pig, my band, one time we sang the national anthem, the first 3-part national anthem at the Staples Center.
Ooh.
And all the Lakers were standing around us, and I was trying to focus on the song. I was blown away by, I mean, you see them on TV and you don't realize how monstrously gigantic these men are. I came up to maybe their thigh. I'm 1'10" and a half. They are enormous people and so strong to be able to move so quickly around the court. It's mind-blowing, right, Mark? They're so tall.
Yeah, I mean, and you see it when you're down there like that, and I don't know how they do it. It's because it's a lot of mass. Shaq was 300 pounds, right? I mean,
yep, he's three times the size of me and nearly 3 times as tall.
Yeah.
The picture.
But you're a better free throw shooter than he is.
Oh, absolutely.
So much better, especially like if you hold me up when I'm on a little platform right near the basket. I need a handicap, as it were, you know. Basketball handicap. Yeah, they're very big people. What were we start talking about? I don't remember.
I don't even
know.
know.
You're talking about Shaq, and you were going on about basketball. He raised 324 pounds, by the way, Shaq.
Jesus, that's big.
Wow, he takes a lot of food, a lot of fuel. Can you imagine his mom having to feed that thing?
Imagine trying to birth them.
Well, they're probably smaller when they come out, you know. My guess is
That's a good point. But you know, you never know. I remember
Somebody Google how big was Shaq when he was born. I'm guessing he might have been 9 pounds, 8 or 9 pound baby.
How many?
Oh, you guys are all googling away.
Everyone's googling it. You know they are.
He's on the board of directors for Papa John's. Maybe that's how he fed himself.
Well, he's the board director of a lot of places. I know he's with Papa John's.
The General, Icy Hot.
Icy Hot.
Anything that has a commercial.
Shoe line with Reebok back in the day.
But you know, they can't just eat junk all the time. They have to eat like real whole foods, like full of nutrition foods all the time, because those are supreme athletes. And that's, I just gotta say, it's super expensive to feed kids like that. Hands down.
Oh, I bet.
Do we have an answer yet? Anybody? No? All right, well,
we'll come back to that. Next up, do you have an answer for that?
Let's see who's next.
Yeah.
Who wants to ask another question?
The next up we have, I I see Chris Pratt's next in line technically, but he came in later, so we're gonna move to Ricky Berwick. This is
Oh God. Oh God.
Mark,
This is segregation.
Mark, would you like to
Oh,
introduce Ricky to
God.
Debbie?
Hello there.
You know your worst impulses, Debbie. You're the devil on your shoulder when you're contemplating, should I do this or should I do that? Ricky is Ricky makes your devil his bitch.
Exactly.
Okay. So like, if I was watching the Flintstones, it'd be like Ricky over my shoulder being that devil guy all the time. Do you remember that?
Worse.
He's the evil Mighty Kazoo.
Worse.
Yes.
Nah, Ricky
Okay,
would be the
got it.
cat that locks you out at night.
Oh God.
Good
He'd be
point.
that
Alright, well,
too.
gosh, Ricky, it's so good to meet you. Are you friends with Nick?
So good to meet you too. I've been a fan for a while, a long
Thank
time.
you. Thank
2
you.
decades, 3 decades? I
Aw.
don't know. I lost count.
It's a pleasure, Ricky.
Awesome. We should duet on TikTok sometime.
Let's do it. You know what? I'm gonna post me singing a song, and then I'm gonna request people to duet. Would you do that for me?
Oh, I would.
Oh
Are you
God.
Like
following me
12
on
million
TikTok?
followers. Yeah,
You have 12 million followers?
12 million.
And I'm one of them.
Seriously, Ricky has 12 million followers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
The world lost its
Wow, we
taste
gotta
with Jimmy
do it.
Neutron's cancellation.
Oh, look right now.
I will bring back Jimmy Neutron.
Please do. Please do.
Mhm.
Ricky Berwick, you're our only hope.
In fact, he does.
Anyways.
That's
you're wrong.
scary.
He has 12.6 million
I really
followers.
don't have a
Ricky Berwick,
question.
you're
I
my
really don't have
only
a
hope.
question. I'm just big fan for a long time. Love the show. Love you. Pretty much it.
You.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm looking at you right now. Look, you got a blue
Well, if you've been a
check.
fan of hers for so long, how could you possibly not have a question for her?
Wait, who are you?
Nobody.
Oh
Oh, it's Twitter all over again.
no! Oh.
Wait, it's Debi Derryberry from the Emoji Movie. Do you not know?
I'm
her?
just saying, you know.
It's me. Was I in the Emoji Movie? No. That's
Apparently.
Derryberry from F is for Family. You guys.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
is a
what was it like
naughty
working for
Yes.
Bill Burr?
Hell
Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Bill Burr is so funny and nice, and you know he's kind of quiet actually. You guys, he's a nice, quiet family guy. We have really fun times recording, but mostly at the end we're just recording by ourselves. I heard
He's
Chris
funny.
Pratt.
I think he's really, really funny dude.
Yeah, the show is really good. I hope everybody's
Mhm.
watching it because at the
I
last
finished the whole
episode.
series a couple days ago, actually.
Excellent. Okay, let me tell you the voices I do on them. I'm up to 7 voices on that show.
Only 7.
Philip, you know Philip, the guy who plucks his eyebrows. And of course, yes, I stole that from Rob Paulson. Thank you very much. That's my
Oh my
Jesus,
god, you did?
trick
I
people.
thought it sounded like a comparison
Hi,
between
Mrs.
them.
Neutron.
Totally, yes. And let's see, Maureen, who you know, the daughter
Let
Maureen.
the chorus begin.
And Bridget, the one who curses you up one side and down the other. And then, Eddie, the little boy, the dapper, Kitty too. And then, Scott, one on in the computer club. Oh, and the nurse in the hospital. Which kid are you gonna kill this time? And then in season 4 and 5, all the babies, both the little boy and the little girl, like that. And
Whoa.
there's just a lot of them. And
In
then
any other job, you'd be in jail for being crazy. But in this job, you're lauded as a genius.
Basically, yeah.
right? A boy genius, and I'm not even a boy. Sleeping leptons. Okay, so Ricky doesn't have a question, but thanks for coming on, Ricky. Now I know who you are, and
I'm just
we
saying,
can
if he was
duet.
really a fan, he'd have a question. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing that out.
And I'm saying you
Just
should
throw
probably
it out.
hide now. You should definitely hide. For reasons like that.
Let the rivalry begin.
Oh boy.
Ricky, we are still gonna duet. Okay, you come up with the idea, you let me know.
All right. Come up
Make
with
sure you
ideas
promote the server
every
while you do it.
day.
All right.
Every
Awesome.
day.
Chris Pratt is next
forget
on
to
our
comment.
list, by the way. And then we're gonna go to Shadow and then Wing Z. So that's the order. It's not changing. Chris Pratt, introduce yourself to Miss Neutron, Mr. Neutron, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
hi. Yeah, I'm a rat, and I do blue rat videos.
What an
I
introduction.
came prepared. I just wanted to join in and just wanted to see you two again. Well, I want to see Mark again, and I also wanted to meet Debbie for the first time. Yeah.
Well, Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chris Pratt. Rat.
Yeah, the way it's pronounced is you see everybody thinks it's Chris, but it's actually crisp, like
Overcooked.
those potato crisps, or like those
Bacon.
three little munchkins from what's it called, Rice Krispie treats. Those
That's
guys.
snap, crackle, pop. There's no,
I just-
there's no crisp.
Chris, and I just got back from England, and you can't order potato chips. You have to buy crisps. And when you're in the restaurant, you have to order chips if you want French fries. And in the store, you have to order crisps if you want chips. Potato chips.
That's really confusing. Why not just give it just either call it chips or crisps? I don't care, but like, why? It's
I
too
know.
much. It hurts my
I
brain.
had it out with so many British people, and they didn't change it. It's still that way.
Dare they not listen to you?
Did you have some Indian food there? We had the best Indian food in London.
Yes, we did have some Indian food, and actually, no, we had Indian food in Portugal. We didn't. We
Ooh.
should have had Indian food, but the thing was, we were there at Christmas time, and there were a lot of things closed.
Oh.
But when we were in London, where they have really good Indian food, we ate at home because we were visiting people. Anyway, no, I didn't, but I heard it's really good.
Yeah, because the British food's not great.
I've never heard London ever having like anything else besides their own food, but hearing that they now sell Indian food over there.
They have
Oh
really
yeah,
good
no,
Indian
the
Indian
British
food's very
food is
huge over
shit.
there,
The
Chris.
Indian
Like
food's
it's
great.
like curry's one of the most
But you know
popular
what I
dishes
made
over
last
in
night
London.
for the first time? I made
What?
mushy peas, and they were really good. They eat a lot of mushy peas over there. Here's how you do it: you boil your peas, they're frozen, and then you mush them.
What a concept.
Wait, am I thinking
Yeah,
about this
pretty
right?
good. Butter, salt, mushy peas.
I don't know if I'm thinking about the right place, but there's this thing in London that I saw in like a video or something. They have like this there's just like this very classic iconic pie that they serve over there, eel pie.
Ew.
I'm not sure if that's in London or if that's in a different place. I'm pretty sure I'm getting it wrong, but there's a place that sells eel pie and mashed potatoes or something. It's
They
really-
do. I haven't heard of eel pie, but they do have a lot of meat pies, and all it is like a pastry shell stuffed with like meat and potatoes, or chicken and potatoes, or potatoes and other vegetables, and they seal them off with a crimp. And the reason they started making meat pies is because they had a lot of coal mines and tin mines, and the women would send their husbands off to work for the day, and their hands were filthy, and if they licked their fingers, they could die from what they've been touching. So
Oh my.
they were allowed to touch the crimp of the meat pie, eat it all the way down, and then throw that little bit of crust away at the end. And what they do is they'd have meat and potatoes at one end, and at the other end they'd have like apple pie or something, all inside the same little moon-shaped pie. So they could only have to pick up one thing, and they wouldn't die of metal or coal poisoning. I know, TMI, but isn't that a little interesting?
Of course.
It's very
Yeah.
it's like astronaut
Really
food.
interesting,
Wow,
but
that's freaking crazy.
That's great. Yeah.
Chris,
The History of
you
Meat
are
Pies by Jimmy Neutron.
Hell yeah.
You are kind of half right, Chris. There is actually a big eel
All right,
dish
let's
that is
move
done
on. I
over
have
in the
about,
UK.
Yes.
15 more minutes, y'all.
All right, let's move it on as quickly as we can here. Shadow, hit me with one question. Guys, let's try to keep a little bit of the side conversations. They're fun and all, but since Debbie has short time, let's get everyone in we can. Shadow, hit a question.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's a few people we
I just
actually got
wanted
to
to,
get up here.
I just wanted to say really quick. I really loved your work in the Jimmy Neutron show, Dave. I'm just a really big fan. That's all.
Thank you.
I didn't really have a question. Sorry.
It's all good, Chris.
And it's so nice to meet you and talk to you. Thanks, Chris. You rock.
All right.
Thank
Get
you.
that? You see what I did there?
You. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Shadow. Let's.
Debbie, I want to ask you about this. I actually found out that Debbie Derryberry is actually your stage name. Your actual name is apparently Deborah Greenberg. How did you make? What? Did you hear me? Oh, did you hear what I said?
Still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you,
Yeah, I
Debbie.
can hear you, Debbie.
Okay.
Debbie, I actually
My
found
dogs
out
are
that
barking. It must be
that's actually your stage
voices
name.
here. Yeah, they get all excited. They think it's WALK time. I'm not even gonna say the word.
I was gonna say.
Let's come back
all right.
to Shadow.
Shadow.
Yes. Well, Debbie.
We'll come back to Shadow.
I wanted to. I want to actually ask you about I actually realized that your real name is actually Deborah Greenberg. What made you decide to make Debbie Derryberry your stage name?
I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear me?
Hey, who's the next person after Shadow, Joe?
It's Wing.
No,
it's
did
Wingsy.
you hear what I asked?
I don't think. Yeah, that. Let's move on to the next
private information.
Let's go.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Let's go to Wingsy.
Wingsy.
Okay, hello. So
God.
I was looking through. Yeah, I was going through because I always want to.
Wingsy's not here either.
Oh wait.
Everybody's out walking my dogs.
Hello.
I can hear Wingsy.
Hello.
And can you hear us? Can you hear us?
All right, hang on. All right,
Can you hear us?
Debbie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I couldn't hear Shadow.
All right.
Hello.
Wingsy.
You actually couldn't hear me?
Hold on, guys. Wingsy, speak.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Nope. Got nothing.
Joe, why don't you translate?
All right.
Okay. I didn't hear Shadow either.
All right.
Sorry.
Shadow wants to know why you chose Debbie Derryberry to be your stage name.
It's not my stage name. I was born Debbie Greenberg. I married Doug Derryberry in Nashville, and I divorced him. And I'm married again, but I didn't take the other name because Derryberry sounded like a good cartoon. So it's really my name. And in Tennessee and in the South, there's a lot of Derryberries.
I wouldn't.
And actually, the guy she's married to now.
Oh, cool.
The guy she's married to now, his name is Ian Dinglebingle. So she kind of changed it. That's his name.
Derryberry Dinglebingle.
It's his legal name. It's his Ian
Dinglebingle.
Dinglebingle.
And he's the nicest Dinglebingle I ever met when at your booth.
He is. He's of the Stratfordshire Dinglebingles. They're a wonderful family.
Actually, he's a hyphenated name, so it's Fluffy Dinglebingle, whatever you said.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, I
That
love
won't
it.
even fit on a driver's license.
Yeah, it's crazy. He can't drive just because of that. So it's my real name, but it's too good to be true, and I'm with you.
Oh yeah, I've just always been curious about that.
She can't hear you,
My
Shadow.
name is Debbie Derryberry. Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Yeah.
I can only hear Joe and Hugh.
Who else matters?
Me.
Every one of you matters a lot. I love you all dearly.
Thank you, Debbie.
We all matter.
It's funny. I can hear Luigi. I can hear NB, but I can't hear who I'm supposed to hear.
Oh God. She may be on an iPhone. She hates
All right,
poor
ask your
people.
question and I'll repeat it.
All right.
Ask your question and
Wingsy,
I'll repeat it.
Wingsy, ask your question.
Okay, I saw that you worked as a voice actor in World of Warcraft. How was it to work in such a big, one of the biggest games at the time when it came out?
Wingsy is a big fan of your work in World of Warcraft. How is it like to work in a big game like that?
I was in World of Warcraft.
Jesus.
Wingsy thinks you were.
Well, it shows here in the World of Warcraft credits.
It says your name's
What
in.
did it say I was?
I cannot see. I think it was a NPC, a random NPC.
Oh, as voice artists, we get called in to do a lot of different games, and each game has like 300 plus characters. So sometimes I don't remember them because they're like, oh, go in and do your job, and it takes you 5 minutes to do the lines, and then you go home and do another one. So I wish I could answer. Oh, here, let me answer the question. It was amazing. It was so great. I loved playing that game, so it was an honor to be part of it.
What about your character? How did you get so deep into character?
I studied a long time. I played the game before I went in so that I had the tone of the show and the
Yeah,
feeling.
you really captured the tone.
Definitely.
Thank you. I really tried to get the pacing and the feeling of it.
Yeah, you did.
Good lord, this is great. Let's move to Sir Luigi. What's your question?
It's kind of a
I
pretentious
would
name,
say
Luigi.
first, I really loved your work in F is for Family. I really liked that show.
Thank you, Sir Luigi. That makes me really happy to hear you say that. You get big kudos in my book today. Thank you.
I was gonna give a Jimmy Neutron question, but I can't really think of it. But what was your favorite F is for Family episode you worked on?
Aha. I liked a couple of them. One, I don't know if you've seen the end credits, but where Kenny is sitting there and asking about the little firecracker and he thinks it's a cocktail wiener, and they use his whole paragraph on the exit.
Oh,
You know,
okay, yeah.
he would tell you about the episode Coat Luger, and Coat Luger met this lady, and they went and they kissed, and then they walked off, and they just have him go on and on through the end credits. That one is really funny. And then another favorite, I love them all, but I love it when I have big parts. Where Bridget is in the swimming pool with Billy and Philip, and she wants to walk him home. That one, and she's really mean to him. And then there's another one where she tries to break up with him. Bridget is way too much fun. I'm sorry, I love having the freedom of cursing like a 10-year-old.
I don't know that many 10-year-olds that use that language, Debbie. Where did you grow up?
Not Mahwah, New Jersey, apparently.
No. So I'm so glad you're a fan. Yeah, I love my Bridget scenes.
Again, big honor. I'm so happy about this.
Thank you, Sir Luigi. I'm happy to be here.
All right.
Okay.
Let's move on. Debbie, how much time you have left?
10 minutes.
All right, we could squeeze in the rest of the four guys up here. All right, Duck Neutron, you're up.
All right, first I want to say I am a big fan, honestly, Debbie. I've watched Jimmy Neutron all my life, honestly. It was a good show.
Thank you, Duck.
Thank you. I was going to ask something, but there's actually someone I want to take my place for me because they made something amazing, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, as long as it takes 2 seconds to switch over.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Let's show it.
I just want to get them up real quick. All right,
well,
come on up, Neutron's Athletic Neutron. I want you to take my spot instead, because they made something amazing. Come on up. I invited them to speak.
Newton's Apathetic Neutron?
OMG.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Duck, first of all. And second, hi, I don't know anything about F is for Family, but I've binged Jimmy Neutron a lot last year.
Thank you,
so
that's so kind.
Thank you. So I made, I kind of might have made Goddard at some point. Yeah, I guess that's just kind of what happened. Made Goddard, and I made a game about it too, and just really a fan of everything, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, she made an IRL Goddard.
And her,
hey guys, what?
And her brilliant invention will be featured in one of my projects.
What does that mean?
So all I did, let me just run through it real quick. All I did is I just basically made a little robot, made the application myself, did it in Java, and then just kind of did that. I had dropped a picture of it in chat a little bit earlier, but that's pretty much, I guess, what I did.
Well, thank you. Congratulations. That's so ambitious and wonderful of you. Really
Thank
nice.
you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's so awesome to see everyone here.
Yeah, isn't it? I'm just touched, you guys, that you all are Jimmy Neutron fans, and if they ever bring Jimmy Neutron back, to know that you guys will be there. I hope all of you are writing to Nickelodeon. You know,
I'm trying to write for Nickelodeon.
Hell, I'm vouching for it, but
I'll
don't
give you
worry.
the address. I'll give you the address. Just take a piece of paper and you write to who can you write to? You can write to Ramsey. You know, if you just Google who's the head of Nickelodeon.
Brian
And
Miller, I think, right now.
okay, then you write to Ryan and you say, "Dear Ryan, I'm a big Jimmy Neutron fan. Please bring Jimmy Neutron back." And,
Or else.
and
Make it threatening. That's how you really get their attention.
you send it to 231 West Olive Avenue in Burbank. 231 West Olive Avenue, Burbank, 91502. Hey, Newton, can you mute for a second because there's so much noise on your end?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. So here's the address again. 231, if someone wants to put it in the chat bar. 231 West Olive Avenue, Burbank, California, 91502.
Should we
Don't
bring
tell
a
them I
couple
told
people
you
up for?
to email to write them, but if you want Jimmy Neutron again, that's
That'll
what has
do
to
it.
happen.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay, thank you so much, Newton. I'm so sorry that I had to ask you to mute. It just was making so much noise. You sound like you're very, very busy. You're important.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, what's your question?
Howdy, howdy.
You know, I'll put it back in the audience.
Hey, Debbie, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Huge part of my childhood growing up. Like, I mean that from like Cox Zone to Toy Story 2, to Porch Jimmy Neutron.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
F's
you.
for Family. Like,
I love you.
I'm just wondering, like, on you have like over like 300 credits on IMDb. I'm just wondering, like, do you have any other favorite role besides doing something like Jimmy Neutron, or if it isn't even Jimmy Neutron? Like, what was your favorite experience overall in like your filming and just overall just doing your voice acting career?
I've had a couple jobs that have not been voice acting. Are those included in the question?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, now before you were born, there was this movie called Free Willy about a little kid and a whale. I don't know if you guys remember that.
You were in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Well,
definitely remember that.
I'm a scuba
Oh,
diver
the
and
shit.
I'm really little, and they needed somebody to body double the boy who was an adult. So I am the one who rode the whale in that movie. So
What? I didn't know that.
Really?
So I was recording.
Shit.
Howie Mandel was doing a cartoon at the time called Bobby's World, which I was in. So when I wasn't recording Bobby's World, well, I'd fly back from Mexico City where I was working on the whale movie. But during that time on the whale movie, my main job was there's this scene, I don't know if you remember, where the little boy runs around the whale tank, slips, falls, hits his head, falls in, sinks to the bottom, and the whale picks him up and brings him to the surface. That's all me.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
I had no idea about that.
What?
So yeah, that's the answer to the coolest job I've ever had. But caveat, let me say I would never, ever do that again because I do not believe in whales in captivity, but I didn't feel that then because I didn't know how horrible it was. Now I know how rotten it is to put those large, beautiful animals in a tiny tank. So I wouldn't do it again, but it was an amazing job.
Did you feel like you actually communicated with it on some level?
Completely. Mark, they're like enormous dogs. They know you. He knew me when I came in. He'd come over, he'd say hi. He knew what I smelt like underwater.
That's so
I held
cool.
on to him. I rode
And
him.
he would
I
pull
hugged
you around.
him.
Oh my God, how cool!
Yeah. No, that was a very cool job. So thank you, Mr. Fox, for letting me talk about that.
Mark's jealous now. That makes me happy.
Now, you guys are all gonna go watch the movie and pause when he's drowning. Pause it if you can and see that he has a waist and a butt.
That's how you know. That's how you know. Like that ass
That's
looks
how you
like
know.
Debbie's.
That's how you know. That's
And
how
knowing
you
is half
know.
the battle.
That's right.
The more you know, everybody.
Joe, who's next?
Next up is Casanova, and then we'll go to Nostalgia Boy to finish it off. So 2 more questions since Debbie's time is limited.
Hell yeah.
So Casanova, what's your question?
I actually can't think of one. I'm just so stunned to be here. I appreciate your work you've done for the animation and voice acting industry, Miss Derryberry, very much.
Thank you, Mr. Casanova. I'm humbled by all of you being here. And if any of you want to be voice actors, I did write a book called Voiceover 101, How to Succeed as a Voice Actor. It's on Amazon. And it's lovely to be here. I just think it's great that all of you love Jimmy Neutron because I love him too.
It's fun. You know, but growing up as a kid, I just didn't get into it, and then I got a little bit older.
Who's on dial-up?
In and out, in and out.
Oh.
I only caught a few words.
Speaking
Great.
facts.
Casanova, get off your fax machine.
I can't.
I think he just did.
Well, I
He's
heard most
on
of
that
what you said.
90s plan.
One more question.
All right, Nostalgia Boy. Finish us off.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's everyone roll out the red carpet.
Just ask the
for
question.
Because. Alright, so anyway, first off, Madame, it's, Miss, Derryberry, or,
Yep,
whatever
yep,
you'd like to be
that's
called. Anyway, one, I absolutely loved your role as Helpy from Tigtown. Like, literally, that's.
Yay!
I absolutely love that show, like, especially, like, during my late nights of, like, animating and stuff like that, and I usually turn on Adult Swim, and then, like, I laugh my ass off every time I watch
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much because that show is underwatched and underrated. It is one of my
I
favorite characters of all
know.
time. Helpy
And I
is
was so upset whenever it got canceled, I believe.
know. So, I know you guys haven't watched on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. There's a show called Tigtone, Tigtone, and I play his sidekick, who's purple and who can regenerate his limbs. So the hero Tigtone always pulls off his limbs and uses them as weapons, and Tigtone regenerates. And this is what he sounds like. Let me get into his voice. Tigtone, Tigtone, my name is Helpy. I'm here to help. And he's
Let's have
hilarious.
adventure.
Tigtone, do you really mean it? And the
Helpy,
producers of
I've
that
never
show.
meant to. So, what the fuck?
It's just me. I'm just doing that voice. But the producers of that show are working on another fantasy show, and so keep your eyes open for it. One of the producers, Benjamin Martian, who is amazing, who works at Titmouse, the producers of that show. So fingers crossed, but there may be other iterations of Tigtone. It's a really great show. Thank you so much for bringing it up. I do love that show.
But yeah, my week has just been swamped. This Q&A for me has just been like, it's been like red letter on my calendar ever since I've heard about it last week. And like, I was hoping to God that was not on Friday because like, I have this whole entire choral thing on that day.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that we were able to be doing
Accommodate
it when you
your
were
singing
available.
schedule.
Yeah.
I had this on my board as well.
Hey,
I
Debbie,
live in hype all day.
Oh, I want to
But yeah,
quickly.
like, thank God.
Yeah. Quickly want to just thank
Oh
everyone
my
who
God.
was here to ask questions, and most importantly, thank Debbie. It's always a pleasure getting to speak with you, Debbie.
It
You
was an
too,
honor.
Joe. My honor
It was
too.
amazing.
And if you would all follow me on Instagram and TikTok, it's the same spelling. I just would be honored. Debi Derryberry.
I'll do that right now.
Thank you. It's
Hold on real quick.
As soon as I got on the
That's how
internet,
you
I
get
found
to a
you.
million, baby.
Debbie.
No, I love you all. I'm really
Debbie
grateful.
Derryberry.
That's right.
Derry,
And
Derry,
Hey,
Derry.
Debbie,
Oh my
weren't you in FNAF one time?
was I what?
What?
Yes,
Weren't you?
I'm this really horrible rainbow called Chica's Magical Rainbow, and I say horrible
Oh
things.
my god, I forgot.
Not many
about
people
that.
could say that
I
about
forgot
themselves.
about that. Oh no.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't really
no, I
advertise.
forgot.
I
You
will
put-
reign 1,000 years of darkness.
Loser.
How'd they get you for that?
I don't know. Maybe it was I don't know. I audition for things all day, every day, you guys. So I just don't know. I'm here in my booth in my computer, and I throw it out there, and it comes back. In fact, here's my agent. Oh yeah, my agent wants to know something. I have to go.
All right, Debbie. Well, thank you for coming on.
Rock on, DD.
Awesome.
See you
Thank you,
later.
Debbie, so much. It was a pleasure. It was, I gotta say, a blast meeting you.
He made a brain blast
Yourself,
joke.
didn't you, Vinny?
It's so
I'm gonna give
funny.
you all I'm gonna give you all a think brain blast, and then a gotta blast, and then I'm gonna leave. I don't know how to leave though. Oh, I pressed the X.
Yeah,
button.
hit the
Okay, here we go.
hit exit
Yep.
quietly.
Jimmy.
Just hit
Okay.
exit quietly.
Bye, Jimbo.
Dink.
Yeah.
Bye, Jimmy. I'll see you later.
Dink.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Have a great day. Bye.
Guys,
Oh my god,
Man,
that was
that's
really
that
that's,
was
that's an
awesome.
experience I'll never forget.
my
I honestly
God.
hope we can do
Man.
that again at some point because I know
Oh,
the
yeah,
audience
definitely.
is kind
I
of
literally got to come here.
That was nice.
That was a good
It is
time.
just so nice to see y'all again.
Now
By
we're
the
stuck
way,
with Mark.
Yeah, what
Oh,
fuck?
No, there's nothing wrong with Mark.
nah, man.
No,
If
Mark's got a
anything,
rock
that's a
too.
treat.
Joe, excellent work setting this
Mark
up. That
Thank
is
you.
was super
awesome.
fun. That was
All right, I guess
super
we-
fun.
Oh, that was a great
we'll have
time.
to do more.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do
Also,
more.
Mark, I gotta say, congrats on getting Jacksepticeye to respond to you. That's
On Twitter.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
no
pretty
shit.
big
That's
news.
actually amazing,
Yes.
my guy.
Mark,
I will say, though-
Mark, you do know he has like.
I'm pretty good. I'm getting pretty good at Twitter, I must say.
Yes. I will say this: we should get a certain Salty DK Dan next time.
Yes, we
Maybe try
should.
and see if he'll respond.
Yes,
build-
I like
Mark.
Building
No
one guy
way.
at a time. That's how we do it.
Mark, did you
Yeah,
know the
trust me, Mark, Salty is also a man of mastery on Twitter. That man legit can get like thousands of likes just by posting something weird.
Yeah, he
All right,
really
I'm
good.
sure I will reach out to him soon.
Mark,
Introducing my boy Nibby.
Mark, I don't know if you realize when you reached out to Jacksepticeye also, he has like 28 million subscribers.
Wow, that's a lot
Yeah,
of people.
he's a big one.
And he has 7.5 million followers on Twitter. Like,
I must be really smart to reach out to him, I guess is what you're saying.
Indeed, you are.
no, we're saying you're doing a very fortunate job, and also he knows exactly who you are, and perhaps it can lead us to even bigger and better things down the road.
That
You know
would
what?
be
If every
insane.
one of his followers wrote a letter to Nickelodeon, that would seal the deal right there.
Yes, it would.
Hell yeah.
Hello,
Let's
can you guys
have a
hear me?
Hugh
The
Nation
next
do
season
it.
of Jimmy Neutron. He's gonna be in a new. He's gonna be a new character.
Who do you think he would be, Chris?
Garfield.
He's gonna be Jimmy Neutron's long lost brother.
That's Ricky Berwick. We already
He's
got that
Irish.
covered.
Yeah.
Who would he be?
Robot?
Johnny Neutron?
Hey, Jimmy, I want to
Yeah,
play
he could
with
be
you.
A robot. Yeah, you could be like a robot, like that Jimmy invented, and he's just like set onto Irish mode because Carl thinks that it'd be funny. That's it. That's the joke.
Johnny
famous
Quasar.
His name
Mark,
is
I
gonna
have
be
a
Johnny
question for
Quasar.
you.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Guys,
Hell yeah.
Hey, guys.
You know
Don't
it.
forget
Shit,
his
Fred
for me.
Trent.
guys, Mark only has a
Yeah,
little bit of
Joe.
time left, so if anyone wants to say anything to wrap up this,
I got a question.
then
Wait,
ask.
okay.
Then if anyone has quick questions, if Mark's okay with it,
Yeah.
go for it. But
Mark, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, what is up with this year and Pinocchio films? There is so many Pinocchio films that are being worked on, and you're working on one yourself.
Yes, you
Pinocchio and the
mentioned
Water
that
of
a while
Life.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I
It's
did
taken for a
Pinocchio.
long time for some reason. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
But once it comes out, it's going to be really great. We have a good cast. We have the animation's really gorgeous. I think
beautiful.
it's just I think the COVID thing kind of screwed up
things up.
production because production's going on in Europe. So
Yeah.
it's slowed things up. They've spent a lot of money on it. It'll have to come out eventually. When it does, you will be thrilled, and you guys will be the first to know.
Where will we see it though?
That's wonderful.
Main thing.
It'll be in theaters, and then there may be a television component to it as well. I don't really know at this point.
Ah, I see. That'd be interesting. I can't wait.
Cable
Can't
TV,
wait.
everybody.
It's a great movie, and I know you guys will like it.
Hell yeah. Even
does
I did
anybody even
Pinocchio.
watch
I did with
TV
Ricky
anymore?
Berwick.
I watch TV all the time because I have no
Also,
life though. But
Just quickly, I do have a little bit of an
I don't
update
like
on
either,
the whole the Hugh Neutron animation I'm working on. Yeah, I am taking a bit of a break on that because I was on the brink of burning out with that. But rest assured, it is coming out. I do want to try get it out this year. It's definitely coming out this year.
It better.
Either July. I want to try do either Christmas in July, as Joe said early on in the Q&A today, or worst comes to worst, this coming Christmas. But it's gonna take some time.
I hope you're not wasting time sleeping.
That's not going to be the only Hugh.
How dare you,
Berwick
myself
animation.
Yeah,
Oh my
don't
God,
sleep.
man.
You're wasting your time sleeping. You should be working on that right now. Get off the server.
I've been working on my project.
Bro, what are you
Come
doing
on.
here?
you can't call yourself an animator if you sleep. If you sleep,
You can't.
be
You
an
can't.
animator.
You're gonna get sleep deprived if you do
live on
that.
no sleep, honey.
It's bad enough you don't live in
typing away
China.
on my computer all day long, 24/7. No food, no drink.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Oh my god!
What?
That's
Only
terrible.
the dudes of the universe that you're supposed to eat, and your imagination, and your crippling depression.
Oh dear.
Hey, yo, why the heck did you bring up my depression like that, man? You know it's relatable.
Oh, come
What? Wait, what?
I'm
But
kidding.
don't worry.
I'm kidding.
It will be coming. It will be happening. It will be happening. Rest assured, the animation will be finished.
Sure will be good.
All right.
That's good.
Mark,
It'll
you
be
want to
well
wrap
worth
up
it.
And
anything?
if it ain't, the dog dies.
To quote a certain
dog
person,
died now.
To quote a certain person, it'll be out when it's out.
Yes.
Yes, it'll
That's
be out
right.
when it's out.
That's what Harvey Weinstein
Great
did.
work.
Got him in a lot of trouble.
Oh, damn.
Oh god.
All right, Mark, you have any you want to wrap? Oh my fucking god! You have any closing remarks?
What?
No,
Wait,
this
man.
was super fun, Joe. Thanks for setting it up. Thanks for showing up, everybody. It's always great to hear your excitement and your goofy questions and slash statements. I think we should just call this an S&A because it's more like statements.
Hey Mark,
And
you're
answers.
awesome, dude. You're the best.
Wait,
You know
I'm
what
gonna
we
ask you
should
one
do?
thing and one thing only.
What's up?
How was your day?
Oh my
Oh gosh.
That's the real question.
Really, it is.
And the-
So far, it's been good.
That's good.
Thank you for asking.
I have
I do
either
have-
been in school working on this shadow puppet for you and Ricky, and writing a script.
Rules for suckers. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
It was a waste of time.
Now, if the sucker wants to go to college, I want to.
When did you tell me that? I think I was either in the middle of class or like I had to get some schoolwork done. Yeah, it was. I had to get some schoolwork done before I went down to LA, so they would let me take the days off. And you're like, screw that, school's for suckers.
Rules for suckers, kid. Join the circus.
Now I gotta write the storyboard.
One thing I would like to say just before we wrap things up, when Debbie brought up the whole thing of like writing to Nickelodeon to get Jimmy Neutron back, I did suggest in the Q&A chat that we as a Discord should probably write a letter, just one giant community letter to Nickelodeon and send that to them.
You know what? It's
Nickelodeon
actually
sounds
better.
Who's
It's
doing it?
actually
I'm not
better
doing
if
it.
everyone sends their own letter.
Will do.
Honestly.
One giant community letter.
I got-
One letter isn't as powerful as 28,000 letters. Let's be
Right. Yeah, no, and if you actually mail it, so it goes through the post office, that really they have a algorithm about it. Like one letter is worth, 50,000 viewers or something. They figured out where it's at. That's why that's how they meter people's responses. That's why they're bringing back all these other shows. People are doing writing campaigns, and it works.
You know, I got a lawyer that could probably bring it back. We could probably sue Nickelodeon for bucks.
It might work.
That'd be crazy if they did.
I mean, also think about it this way. We sent it
for us.
If you're in Australia,
Yeah, well, I got to figure that out. I don't know that sort of
I
stuff.
think you can email it. You can email it from Australia.
If we send a letter from this community, they might just like shut down altogether. I mean, look at us.
Oh
don't
no,
come down
they're
with
gonna
cease and
they're gonna send us to Shadow Realm.
Bring them to their knees, nerdtrons. How about that?
Except
Nerdtrons.
for Ricky. Ricky's a
That's kind of
child.
what we are. Yeah.
We'll make our own Jimmy Neutron reboot with Ricky.
We should
Yeah,
definitely
we'll show
do that.
them.
It'd be
I
crazy.
think I've technically been doing that. That's why I've been doing holiday specials.
Exactly.
Mine is my project is the end
If
all
we're doing a
be all.
reboot, I want to be Sheen.
Everybody wants to be
Jimmy.
Sheen.
Sheen Escobar.
Jimmy.
No! Jimmy, no!
I would say Chris Pratt would be the best Sheen replacement.
I want to be Betty White.
Fair.
No, I want to be Betty
That
White.
was
I already called
perfect.
Betty White. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, damn it. I want to be Betty White. I'll shank you.
Thank you, Joe, for this.
I know. We'll all be Betty White.
There's a little bit
And
of
with
Betty
that,
White
now that I know you'll all be Betty White, I can leave you in your capable hands. Thanks, guys. This was super fun. We'll do it again. We'll get Garcia.
Yeah,
We'll do it next time.
No worries.
Thank you, Mark. We love you.
I would love
Bye,
to get
everybody.
Jenny.
Love you, Mark.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Run,
Bye-bye.